Welcome back, everybody. This is our 7th video in this mini-series on how to machine your 1911 frame. This is, we're pretty much finished with this thing right now. Really, this step is going to go through just polishing it up a little bit and sanding off all the rough edges. So, a couple ways you can do that is you get yourself a little sanding stone. Get these at Brownells. Get yourself some some 320 and some 400 grit sandpaper. You get this at a Home Depot. You can also get yourself a bigger sanding stone for the deck. Really that's all you really want to do is really sand the top of it just a little bit. You're trying to basically remove all of the sharp edges that you created when you machined it. This edge right here is going to be sharp, so kind of knock it down with your sanding stone. This edge right here on the top is going to be a little bit sharp, so you just kind of sand it off. Okay, right here and here, this is where you machine the dust cover a little bit lower. You're going to leave some burrs on it, so go ahead and take your sanding stone, file it down just a little bit. That's all you want to do is take off those sharp edges that you created. Sharp edges will cut you later, so get those all off. Down in through here, you're going to have a sharp edge on this side here and on this bottom here. So take the edge of it, kind of stick it in there, and do the top side, do the bottom side. You're not trying to cut a rail with a sanding block. Just that's all you do is stick it in there, knock off that rough edge. Now with your deck, if you're still got a lot of tool marks on it, remember you don't want to take off a lot of material on this. Sand it with your big filing stone, just to knock it down a little bit. You want to do this either dry or wet. You can use some lubrication on there, and then come in with your sandpaper a little bit and just kind of polish it down. Remember, you don't want to take a lot of metal off. Put it on the side, and you can sand your rails a little bit to get them nice and polished. You don't want a lot of tool marks on them. Gives your rail a better slide. And then when you're finished, after you cut your barrel seat, say on this frame here, you're gonna want to come in there and sand it down a little bit. Make it similar to what you did the other ones. Knock off any burrs that you may have left, and yeah, right there's some good burrs right in there. Get your sandpaper in there, sand those off. Yeah, that one, that little burr there may take a file to get off, so you get yourself a file. Get in there with a file and knock that burr off. You don't want any of those burrs in there that can cut you later. That one came down. So that one's good now. Sand it down, make it look pretty. And that's pretty much all this step is. Next step, we're gonna throw the slides on these things and see how they fit. So take a look at our next video, and it's the last video in the series.